Overthinking stops you from living, overthinking stops you from achieving. The thing with overthinkers is that they love to plan their life. Planning is really fun. Planning your year, your month, your week, your day, and even your hours. You plan and plan and plan. Your plan always looks packed and polished and really just looks good in general. And the problem is it looks packed. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're already a viewer or a subscriber, welcome back. I really appreciate your support and I do appreciate you being here. If you are an overthinker, welcome. You are in the right place because I brought something for you. Overthinkers usually overestimate themselves. I can say that we do overestimate ourselves, and I'm saying we, and I'm talking about overthinking because I'm actually a huge overthinker, so that's why I chose this topic. Our plans sometimes turn to be packed, turn to be unmanageable. So yeah, I guess we do overestimate our abilities. If you are an overthinker, you literally overthink. Now you're saying, wow, you helped a lot, we didn't know. But seriously, literally, we overthink every single thing in life. Every single thing, from the smallest things to the biggest things. We do think and not think. We do overthink and overanalyze everything that's in our life. You overthink, you overanalyze, and you worry a lot about the same thing repeatedly. For example, do I want to make pizza tonight? Okay, let me think about the ingredients. Thinking about the ingredients is really normal. I mean, you have to think if you have the ingredients to make a dish until you start thinking about what if I don't want the pizza tonight? What if I just waste my time in the kitchen? What about the dishes I have to do after? I don't have this type of cheese. What if the pizza turns out bad? And you know what? You're not making the pizza tonight. Just a simple task. You're not doing it because why? You're overthinking it now. So you're tired. You're not gonna make the pizza tonight. It's a very small task. Overthinking pizza is not harmful, but overthinking life is. If we want to define overthinking, and according to Google, alright, so according to Google, overthinking is to put too much time into thinking about or analyzing something in a way that is more harmful to you or for you than helpful. You overthink a situation, a problem, and you keep thinking about it repeatedly. You worry about it repeatedly. It doesn't stop. And of course, there's so many types of overthinking, but the two that are more clear and obvious are overthinking the past and overthinking the future. You keep reminiscing the past, thinking about what you have done, what you haven't done, what you wish you've done differently, or you keep thinking about the future. You're living in the future, and here you're missing the present. You know, worrying about the future is a very normal thing to do as a human being, but worrying too much to the degree that you lose sense of your present time and you just keep living in that future is a problem. And I'm not talking about living in the future as in working for your future or building that future you want. I'm talking about living in that future and over worrying about your future, but you're literally doing nothing. And do you know why you're unable to work for your future or work for the life you want? Because you're already exhausted. You are already tired from thinking too much. Your head is gonna explode. I am sure your head is gonna explode because you're missing the present time, and you're just living in that future. You're creating these scenarios in your head. You're seriously very creative. You're creating films, scenarios. And the problem is your films or your scenarios don't have happy ending. You worked in your head, you failed in your head. So in your story, the one you created yourself, you failed miserably. And you're exhausted, you're tired, you're stressed. Just in your imagination. You're not working for anything. Your head is working itself. You're not doing anything. So you're already tired, you're already exhausted, and you can't do anything. Because first, you worked too much in your imagination, in your head, and you failed. So why bother? Why try? Why? Because you already failed. And that's overthinking. That's literally something your head does, and it lies to you. That's it, it's done. You already said to yourself that you can't do it, that you're not unable, you're incapable, you failed. So you also told yourself, don't try again. But the thing is, you haven't even tried. You're just imagining things. That's overthinking. Like, seriously, this is how I see it. I've heard something somewhere, and it's saying that if you don't consider the problem a problem, there's no problem. Sounds kind of ironic, but I really like it. If we just go with this mindset, there wouldn't be problems. Of course, there are problems, but the way you see them, the way you view them, and the way you handle those problems is the solution. I haven't posted here on YouTube for more than 3 or 4 weeks, I guess. I don't really remember. Because I was overthinking my next video. Then an idea came to my mind. Talk about overthinking. It's like the perfect idea and the perfect topic to talk about, like from my heart, because I'm literally inside this thing that we call overthinking. So that's how this idea came to life. I've read a lot of articles about this topic, and it's not my first time actually. I've been reading about this topic for a long time because I've been an overthinker for quite some time now, and I like to read and know about myself and be aware of how to make things better in my life. Well, when I said I learned a lot in theory because in practice I still struggle. But hey, we can overcome this. Seriously. Wallahi, if we just put trust in Allah and have tawakkul, we will overcome this, inshallah. But one thing that I learned recently, and it really made sense to me, is if we catch ourselves overthinking, why not try and think of that thing as an experience, just an experience. For example, let me say a job offer. Let's take this example. You were applying for jobs, and you were really willing and hoping and praying to get that job. You really anticipated a job offer, of course, that's why you're applying. And it's the day they call you. Now you're getting a little bit nervous with a little bit of excitement, and you're anticipating things, especially if it's a new chapter in your life and it's your first job ever. It's going to be a little bit different than your past experiences. And now it's your first day in this job and this new job. Here you experience fear, anxiety, stress. What if I can't do this? Am I really capable of this job? Why did they even accept me? Did they really read my CV? I am not sure I can do this. No, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. Like, I give up. I'm gonna run away. Yeah, you're running away. Your mind is literally playing with you. Your head is playing with you. You're scared and you don't even know why. Like, you're just like literally trembling and you're scared because you're not sure of yourself. You're not sure of your self value and esteem. You're not confident enough. I'm not gonna even call it confidence. It's just the job is easy for you. It's really a simple job, and you're sure you can give something valuable for this position, but you're just scared. You don't know why. And the reason why is that you're overthinking it. You're going steps ahead of what you're supposed to go. Like, relax. First thing, relax. Let's calm down. Like, it's not the end of the world. If you don't like the job, then you don't like the job. But before you decide if you don't like the job, you have to give yourself some time and give the job offer some time. Let's say 3 months. You work for 3 months, and in your head, you say, this is an experience, just an experience. Give yourself some time. Give yourself time to experience this job first. Then you decide after 3 months. If you still don't like it, you don't like it. You quit. That's called quitting. But if you just quit before you even start, that is called running away. You're literally running away. And what happens next? Your self-esteem drops. Your self-value drops. Your confidence drops. Everything in life seems so bad. You're not worth it because you ran away, because you couldn't do it. But that's just your mind playing tricks with you. And that's, of course, this feeling of low self-esteem is a consequence of overthinking. And not just overthinking, it's a result of being obedient to your thoughts. That's it. Another thing that overthinkers go through is something psychology calls it analysis paralysis. Is like when you get paralyzed, just thinking about that thing. Let's take content creation, for example. You're thinking about doing a project, an idea came to my mind. You think about the title, the thumbnail, okay, that's good. You're convinced. You convince yourself this is a good topic to publish on YouTube. This is a good thing to create. I think it's unique. I think it's creative. This is like the first phase. You're excited. The next phase is doubting yourself. What if this doesn't do well? What if my audience wouldn't like this? What if filming this is hard, is difficult? You're overanalyzing, you're overthinking stuff. To beat this, to get rid of this, you have to gain momentum. And to gain momentum, you have to start. Without starting, you can't see results. You can't judge. Like, how are you judging your outcome without starting, without doing anything? So how are we seeing results without doing anything? Yeah, so that's how the doubting season begins. You doubting everything you created. Maybe you even created that video, but you're not posting it because you're overthinking the results. Post it first, then see the results. Like, seriously, post it and stop overthinking your videos. I'm saying this to myself, actually. Seriously, don't overthink your videos. Start to gain momentum, because once you gain momentum, you're going with the flow, you're growing, you're learning as you grow, and you're learning as you go. One thing that overthinkers should not do is to over-research. Learn, apply, learn, apply, learn, apply. Because if you're just learning and learning, you're not applying, you're procrastinating. And you are procrastinating because you are overthinking. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you could take something from it. You benefited a little bit from it. And this letter is for myself too, actually. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.